Okay, this one too. I hope this is loud enough. Is there any broadcasts going on today? No. Okay, no broadcast. Anyway, hello everybody, this is Dragonite and welcome back to Xenoverse. I know it has been too long since I recorded one of these, but I have an update for you all. So, as you know, this is Roleplay Story time, but I'm afraid I have a bit of bad news. The story we were covering has been brought to an end due to some things.
What's up?
And I'm afraid I'm going to have to just leave you guys wondering what happens, kinda. But I will give you a rundown. So basically what happens in the story is we end up having a demon war between the demon realm and Time Patrol. Because my dude ends up having a daughter. And she gets stolen because she actually is the daughter of me and the Supreme Guy of Time. Yeah, we got married. And she had to become the next Supreme Guy eventually as she grew up because that was the only way to keep her, or by order of the Grand Priest. Because there was apparently a rule about mortals and Kais, but that was handled. And by proving her worth as a Kai, or whatever, Seiyu here. Yes, this is actually my daughter, Seiyu. I can't give her the pointed ears, but you get the point. I end up having 4 kids, by the way. Seiyu, Saiku, Zarku. God, I feel stupid for not remembering the 3rd one, or 4th one, but I had a 4th kid. Basically, to give you the short rundown, we made peace with the demon realm. My son's Saiku, who was kidnapped by an angel named Murno. Yeah, that seems to be a thing. Don't ask. He goes on to marry Toa Mira's daughter. And having a grandson. So I have a grandson. I end up matching Jiren in power. We meet his daughter, who becomes close friends, like sisters, with Seiyu, being Korra. As well as his son, him and, God, what was the kid's name? God, I can't think of his name right now. Anyway. It ends up stopping with me having Kaba, Khalifa, and their 2 kids over for dinner. But I went on to become world champ at least once because Hercule held a tournament. So we all went and did that. Demigirl lost to Cronoa, or Corona, I don't know how you say it. It's pretty tongue-tied, basically, because I can't ever seem to pronounce her name. But yeah. But this is not the end of the series. Roleplay's Story Time continues with episode 6, but this is a new beginning. We have a new story, folks. And I'm sorry if you hear the dog barking in the background. Anyway, our stew story will begin with us on the lookout, with Goku's daughter Emma, panting because she just came out of the chambers training. And she's going, "Finally! Fresh air!" Give me a second. Dang dogs. There we go. Sorry about that. Anyway. And Goku tells her, "You'll be fine, Emma." And a little ways away from our lovely lookout, I would appear breathing a bit heavy, covered in rubble and cuts and everything, because I just got done on a mission, right? You know, mission. And I'll say to myself, man, that was a rough one. Just need to rest in the woods and can head back and report. So, my character, he'll go to some woods. Let me find some wooded area, because that's about the closest I'm getting to Kanton, let's be honest. Good enough. Anyway, he goes, he makes a camp, you know, makes a fire. And Emma notices smoke from the lookout, apparently. And she gets the idea it's a barbecue, of all things. Go figure, right? Definitely Goku's kid. You see smoke, you think food. So, she's like, "Oh, finally, please tell me someone is having a barbecue." And she jumps down, heading to where the smoke is, and knows she's heading to the woods. I mean, where's... There we go. Oh, yeah. So, I'd be out cold on a sleeping bag. I got, like, bloodied bandages all over me, because, again, just came from a rough mission. And I'd be sleeping next to the campfire. My uniform would be all tore up, the armor too. And she would land seeing me there. She's like, "Oh, never mind, just a hobo." Yes, I got called a hobo. And I'd be rolling around kind of uncomfortably, because, you know, my day's in a bit of pain here. And she'd notice it, and, you know, she'd throw a ball of ki at me, trying to give me some energy, because, you know, she feels bad, thinking I'm just some hobo on the ground. And then my scouter would start buzzing and going off, because reports would be coming in. And she'll take the scouter, and she'll push the button, starting to see all of the reports and everything, and Kanton and everything. You know, stuff that ain't meant for most people's eyes. And she'd be like, "Ooh, cool place. Guess he's no ordinary hobo." And by messing with the scouter too much, she accidentally hits the comms, calling someone. And they'll be like, "Who is this?" So, a little surprised, Emma will be like, nobody? And whoever answered will be like, "Whoever scouter you're holding, I suggest you give it back to the owner." And they just end the comms. And I'll start waking up like, who? It's like, wait, what's all the noise? And she'll be like, "Oh crap, he waking up!" You know, drop the dang thing on my head. She's like, "Ouch." And I'll put it back on, looking over like, "Sam?" And let me do this, because now I'm kind of sitting up. She'll be like, Emma here will be like, hi. It's like, hi. What are you doing all the way out here by yourself? And Emma will reply, I just got done training with my dad and, thought this was some cookout or something like that. So, of course, feeling bad, my dude will be like, oh, sorry, I just need a place to rest and patch up. Ugh. And my dude will lay back down because he's a bit dizzy. Because, as said, he just got done from a hard job against, I think I said it was Janemba and someone else, but I can't remember off the top of my head. Anyway, she'll be like, you okay? And my dude replies, yeah, just rough job. And Emma will be like, just wait right here. And she'll put a fingers on her head and it's the transmission away. And of course, I'd go back to sleep with my stuff laying next to me. Eventually, I'll wake back up and I'll be on a couch somewhere. And I'll have a black cat on my chest. It's an adorable cat, by the way. And I can't really mimic this, so... just imagine me in a nice house on a couch, because... yeah. Anyway, I'll be looking around. I'll be like, where? How? And, you know, my dude will be trying to move. And the cat will start pawing my head a few times because I'm trying to move. Yes, it's an adorable kitty. Looks like something out of Sailor Moon. Anyway, my dude will just plop back down the couch. And I'll notice my scouter's missing. It's like, huh? My scouter? Crap, did that girl take it? Boss is gonna kill me if so. Because, you know, that's gonna got a lot of stuff that ain't supposed to be seen by most people. Time patrol stuff. And here comes Goku of all people. He'll walk over looking at me and like, hey, you doing alright, Dragon? It's like, Goku? Where am I? How did I get here and where's my scouter? And he'll hold out my scouter like, my daughter was holding it on for you. Oh, and meet Shadow. Shadow's the kitty, by the way. Cute little thing. Who's waving its tail against my face. And I'll just be like, your daughter? Of course I'll pet the kitty, because, come on, you can't pet the kitty, right? You can't resist petting a kitty. And then I'll reply like, but how did you find me in the woods? And he'll just rub his head chuckling, good old Goku. He's like, well, Emma thought someone was having a cookout below the lookout tower when we got done with our training. And Shadow just curls around me, purring. And I'll just be like, wait, that girl is your daughter? Explains her being a Saiyan. Ugh. And my dude will try to get up again. Yes, I'm a stubborn Saiyan, just deal with it. And Goku will be like, might want to take it easy there, Jiraiya. And yeah, that's my daughter, Emma. And I'll just be like, I'll live. I gotta get back. Report in. Ugh. This is what I get for still not having my form mastered, even with all my training. And of course, my dude's kind of in pain sitting up, because, yeah, he did get roughed up more than you all think. It's not just simple cuts. You'll see. It's not just some simple cuts, I promise. He's not being a baby here. Anyway, Goku's like, what form are you struggling with this time? It's like Blue evolved. I've been trying to master it in normal Blue. I I've had it a long time, but never fully mastered it enough to get its full potential out. Let alone go higher. I guess I should rest. At least report in through comms. So, my dude will hit the comms, of course. Patroller Draca reporting in. Supreme Kai, mission accomplished. And of course, the Supreme Kai will reply through the comms, good job, get some rest. And it's like, will do, after I get my armor repaired. Yeah, I get a lot of armor repairs, but keep in mind, this stuff ain't indestructible. And it doesn't need repair that often. Anyway, back to Goku. He's like, I see it. Vegeta got used to that form easily when he first achieved it. You just keep on trying to maintain the form longer and maybe you'll fully master it like Vegeta. So I tell him, it's not maintaining I struggle with. I can hold it a whole day if I want. I'm not sure what it is. Either way, I need to get up, repair armor, then train. And of course I'm straining myself standing, because, again, I'm not doing what I'm told and resting when I should be. And he's like, hey, take it easy. You won't get far where your energy is right now. And of course, my dude, being the stubborn saying he is, I can rest when I'm dead. Besides, I had a 2-hour nap or so. I'll be fine. Need to prepare for my next mission. And so Goku's like, don't you got plenty of time patrols out there? So he's like, we do, but still need to keep working hard. And of course Goku's like, well, I can see the problem already. I'll just be like, it's all I know, Goku. Training and working. I can't stand to do nothing at all. I hate it more than anything. That's actually a true fact. I can't stand doing nothing 24/7. No, I'm not fighting. It's like, it makes me antsy. Besides, I will never hear the end of it from my partner if I slack on my training. Vegeta's counterpart. And when I say Vegeta's counterpart, I'm basically meaning Xeno Vegeta. Anyway, Goku will be like, yeah, you're not wrong. You're working hard and training the best you can, but without the proper rest, you're just overworking. Too hard. It builds enough stress and strains on your body, but it's unhealthy. Sure, you got a significant amount of power, but you won't be at your best. Your power will drain fast. That's why it's important to properly eat, sleep, and training. Way of the Total Hermit, people. Eat, sleep, play, so on, every day. And I'll just be like, I guess. And I'll just drop on the couch. You need to get stronger, train harder. So don't keep getting like this. I was fine before doing this, before I became the hero of Kantan. Now, like, my body refuses to get where I need it to keep going. Goku's like, well, are you training by yourself? It's like, mostly. Vegeta and them all have assignments of their own, and family. I have none of that. So, when I'm not taking a short cat nap, I'm training before my next mission. So, Goku, being the martial artist that he is, he's like, I think you need to find a better training partner so you can feel relaxed. Take a moment and just feel normal, than overthinking. Lisa already told Vegeta a problem, and you're taking the effects, Draca. He just pats my shoulder. So, my character just responds by sighing, like, alright, can you at least help me with one thing if I'm gonna be taking recovery time? He's like, sure, what is it? It's like, Can you guys help me to get to Capsule Corp in Kanton? I need to at least get my armor repaired for my next mission. It's like, I think it'd be much easier if Capsule Corp's here the same, just in Kanton. What's your size? It's like, well, you can just look at my armor, wherever it in my uniform top are, because my dude's like got like shirtless right now, more or less. I guess I should make that actually accurate at the moment. And it's only because, you know, bandages. I can't really bandage myself without looking like a mummy, but you get the point. And here comes Android 18 of all people. Because, you know, Goku wife. I'm not going to explain that one. Just in this story, Goku's married to 18. Yeah. Anyway, she walks over, sitting my armor down, and she'll be like, right here, I'd patch it up. And she crosses her arms. It's like, oh, hey 18, thanks. How much I owe you for bringing me here, I mean. And 18 will be like, none. Emma told me to ask for a price since you look like a hobo out there. Yeah, I get called a hobo a lot. At least in this part. And it's like, oh, my camp. That's what I always done. Sleeping in the field or just wherever I was. And she'll be like, you don't have a place of your own to stay? It's like, not really. I don't own my own place in Kanton with me working all the time. Plus, I would hardly be home anyway, so no point in buying one. I just sleep long enough to get back in training or work on and so on. It's not that I'm poor, as you all see in my Zenny. Heck, I'm probably about as rich as Hercule, if not richer, given how much I saved bodyguarding him and doing my normal job as a time patroller. So, all of a sudden, she'll be like, that'll be 500 Zenny. And Goku just be like, 18. So, my dude just starts thinking out Zenny, because he don't care. He'll pay. With how much he makes and has already, 500 Zenny is like pocket change at the moment. And 18 will just respond to Goku like, he said he's rich, I'll take his word for it. And of course, Goku just face bombs. And from a distance, you hear Emma shout, wait, what? So I pull out a wad of Zenny, give her a 500, just setting it down, put the rest back in a capsule in my pocket. And she'll be like, thank you, and put it in her pocket. And of course, Goku's just like, unbelievable. So I slip the uniform on, and the broken up armor, and I stand up, just like, anyway, I need to get going. So let's put the uniform back on. I don't need to trouble you more than I already have. I gotta get these repairs and return to my camp. And Goku's like, Draka, just rest for the day and I promise you will feel great. And 18's like, he's sleeping on the couch. So Emma obviously comes up and she's like, you like Shadow? And she's holding up the cat, who just goes, meow. I'll just be like, I do. And I'll pet it with a smile. It's like, I will, Goku. I'll rest at camp. I couldn't stand the trouble you do stay here. More so when you have a family. It would feel like I'm intruding. It's like, you're only going to get a few hours of sleep. When's the last time you fully rested? So, this is a magical question with my character, believe it or not. He'll be like, how long it been since you helped me get Toki's egg from Mira? He'll be like, Draka. Like, what? I'm serious. It's like, that's been a while back! We're saying about a year, by the way, people. So it's been about a year since my dude's done more than just cat nap. I know, stupid, but it's a story, it's a roleplay, get over it. I sleep, I promise. Anyway, I'll be like, it was like a week or two after that when Spring Kai dragged me into Kanton Hospital and they kept pumping me with drugs, putting me out for, I don't remember how long. When I say drugs, I just mean like, you know, that stuff they give you to go to sleep at the hospital. They gave me something like that to help me go to sleep when I was having kidney surgery. Anyway, 18 just decides like stay for one night, then do whatever you want. And Emma just smiling like, good, then Shadow can sleep with you tonight. You know what, let's just say like this is the hospital right here. I know it's not, but we'll just say it is. And I'll just be like, fine, but I still need to go to my camp and get my sleeping bag. It might be roughed up, but it's all I got for the field till I can get time to get a new one. And I still have to drop my armor off and make sure Balma knows to put my logo back on. And I tap where the obvious TP logo would be. And he seems like, whatever, and walks off. Goku's like, alright, don't try it, just running off, or I'll send Emma, or maybe Shadow, hee hee. And of course the cat just meows, and Emma's like, Shadow will. So I just look at him confused, like, huh? And I start heading off, getting my stuff. And then I decapsicore, kind of wincing in pain, because, again, injuries. And the employee at the front desk will be like, sir? Are you alright? I'll be like, huh? Oh yeah, I just need to see Balma if she's in, please. I'm a friend of hers. She'll be like, you need medical attention, sir. It's like, I'm fine. I already patched up. Just haven't went to get my painkillers yet. Yes, I'm lying because I don't want to deal with that. Anyway, Balma comes up. And it looks like Dragon Ball Super Balma, by the way. If you all need a, you know, visual, just look at Dragon Ball Super Balma with her lab coat. She'll be like, Traka? It's like, hey Balma, sorry to bother you, but Goku wanted me to come here since I was already on Earth. I need a repair job of my armor, and I'll slip my armor off order. This is close as I'm going to get to the uniform top, so... I wish they had a short sleeve version of this thing. Like, I wish I could take the robe part off and just have the black uniform underneath, because that would be nice to have. Because that's what I kind of have my dude wearing in this, is the short sleeves with the armor. But Xenoverse, you still have yet to do that. Seriously. Anyway, getting back to it. Anyway, she's like, sure, I can repair it before I go to bed. Vegeta is still in the gravity room. And she'll take the armor and... She's like, thanks, was going to take it to Kanton, but Goku don't want me sneaking off. Wants me to rest all day just because the last time I slept more than a few hours was a week or two after he helped us with Toki's egg from Mira. Went Spring Kai, and basically I just tell her that. Then she'll just blink like, alrighty, I'll be back. And she'll walk off. So, my dude would go over to one of the lobby chairs and just, you know, have a seat. Oh, yeah. It's like, and he'll all of a sudden remember something. Be like, crap, I was supposed to train Vegeta today after my mission. It's like, not like Goku can really stop me from heading to Kanton, but when he don't know if I go. And suddenly, you know, the employee at the counter just walks over with a glass of water. And my dude's just like, huh? Because he'll be a little confused. She'll just be like, it's the least I can do. You really don't look well. So he'll just, you know, he'll just be like, thank you. I'm fine. I've been through worse. Just a rough day on the job last night. And she'll just nod as I sip water. I'll just keep sipping it, you know, and I'll be debating myself. Do I sneak off to Kanton? Do I train with Vegeta? And eventually, Bulma will come back with a new set of armor. So, let's get our armor on. Again, I hope you guys are still enjoying this series. I mean, yeah, I know it's a whole new story and so on, but I promise we will have all the good battles and so on. Anyway, my dude will see Bulma coming over with the armor and be like, "Oh, thanks, Bulma. How much owe you for the job?" And I'll just finish the water. And the water, by the way. She's like, "Oh, nothing, of course." It's like, really? I gotta at least give you something for showing up without an appointment. And she'll be like, "You're good, really? I don't need Zenny." So I'll just be like, alright. And I'll slip it on with some of the bloodied bandages showing through my uniform because it's still a bit tore up. And like, anyway, thanks. And if Goku asks, I went to get ice cream. Let's say hi to that redhead lab assistant of yours while you're at it. Never remember her name, but I do love chatting with her. Real sweetheart, that one. Her fascination with us Saiyans is unexpected. And of course, Bulma would just be like, "Oh, 21?" And of course, confused, might just be like, 21? It's like, yeah, she's an android. It's like, really? Wow. Oh. Say hey to her for me, will ya? I do enjoy chatting with her when I'm out here waiting on you and Vegeta. And Bulma, of course, like, oh, alright, I'll be sure to inform her. It's like, thanks, and yeah, Goku asks, I went to get ice cream, because I snuck off the train. And of course, I returned to Kanton. Yes, I'm literally sneaking off the train when I'm obviously in rough shape. Don't worry, I don't actually train. And Bulma, of course, just like, alright. So, here we are, Kanton. So, up here, holding myself a minute. It's like, ugh, come on, get together. Got training to do. And I start heading off to find Vegeta. Next thing you know, you'll hear someone say, "Where do you think you're going?" And it's freaking Zykor. Yes, people, Zykor's here! I'm sure you all know who Zykor is. If not, look at... I think it's Dragonball AF. He's basically Goku's son, but also part Kai? I know a little, but very little on Zykor. That's all I can really tell you, except from what I've heard. Anyway, be like, huh? To find Vegeta? And of course... He's like, that weakling, huh? Hadn't forgot you getting in my way. And I'll just be like, this is not my week. Now, you're probably thinking this is about to be a fight. You'd be very surprised. All of a sudden, he just simply walks over, punching my shoulder like, "You look like crap. What the heck happened to you?" By the way, that's not the exact way to put it, but this is PG-13, so. It's like, Time Breaker metal coolers, hand Kid Boos. Rough mission, you could say. Yeah, an army of Kid Boos and metal coolers. One army of them. Not like super massive army, but you know, the typical stuff you'd see here in Dragon Ball. He's like, next time let me handle the mission so you don't get in my way. Or else Pammy tries sneaking in. Pammy is his daughter, by the way. It's like, right, I already have Goku to worry about the boss. Right now, he still thinks I'm a Capsule Corp on Earth, getting my armor repaired. Which I did. But he didn't know I'm here. I gave Bulma a life, or if he goes looking for me, because I forgot I was to train with Vegeta today after the mission. And the boss will kill me if she sees me training in this condition. You're like, then don't train and get some rest today. Simple as that, dummy. It's like, I can rest when I'm dead. I don't improve sleeping. Besides, I had 2 or so hour nap. I'll be fine. And of course, look at him, he's like, you're an idiot. It's like, this is new to you? Come on, you know I take my job seriously. It's like, too seriously. They all have limits. Look at you, you're already half asleep and exhausted. Don't you know the word rest? It's like, nope. I mean, come on, Goku already think I'm nuts for not owning a house and sleeping in the wilderness, given his daughter found me camped in the woods by Corn's Tower last night when I returned from the job. Me and Zycor have a funny relationship in this, by the way, as squad mates. You'll see he's not so harsh to me all the time. This is just normal with us. He's like, I'll make this simple. Relax and sleep, if not, I break your body. It's like, that wouldn't take much right now, but that don't solve my one problem. He's like, I don't care. It's like, I do. I already put off Vegeta for 2 months in a row, and he is mad as heck over it. I don't show today, I will never hear the end of it. It's like, then I'll talk to him myself. And I'll just sigh like, you really are Goku's son sometimes, I swear. Because, like Goku, he's giving me a hard time about it. So, he just glares, his pupils starting to glow green. And finally, my dude just gives up like, fine. If you need me, I'll be asleep by the waterfall. If why there is, because just not before I head back. There, it's because I'm taking a nap before I head back to your dad's to crash for the night. Yeah, I messed up my tongue, don't ask. He'll be like, good. And we'll walk off. And of course my dude will just be like, man, of all people to catch me. Suddenly you'll hear someone say, you don't intend to nap, do you? And of course I'm just like, huh? And of course look behind me, and you'll see Android 49 leaning against the wall, holding a shopping bag as he's watching. He's like, as much as I shouldn't be in the open, I had to get some shopping done. And I'll just be like, oh hey 49. I'd like to say yes, but I in no shape to outrun him this time. So I don't get a say in this one. It's like, well, you do have a new option. We go, I'll train with Vegeta in your place. I could use the exercise. And of course, my dude's considering this like, I mean, we could, but we have to beat Zycor there. Even then, I'm still bound to get an earful, but at least I can say I did. He can't say I didn't show. So he's like, well, then let's go. It'll be interesting at least. I can grab the last item on my list on the way. It's like, alright, I'm not sure where he is, but I'm sure he will find us. And we start walking along. I'll do a little jog here to get the, speed this process up. So, 49, or Jack, as he's also known, he'll be walking with me, and he'll glance back and shake his head. Should have expected to be followed. And I'll just be like, huh? Oh no, don't tell me it's Zycor. It's like, no, it's not Zycor, don't worry. It's a girl who goes by Ray. And I'll just be like, Ray? And of course my dude starts having a bit of a coughing fit and, he rips a part of his uniform off, his arm, his sleeve. And throwing it away after he wipes his mouth. Because, as said, my dude's more injured than he seems. And he'll be like, that's a complicated. And, of course, before he can finish his sentence, a gorgeous black-haired girl runs up and glares at him. Like, you didn't plan on stopping to visit, did you? And of course, my dude's weary, and he's just blinking like, should I wait for you? It's not wise for me to be open in case a sidecar comes by. So he's like, no, she will just follow us anyway, so let me get this over with. Draka, this is Ray, or 50, my sister. Android 50 by those who don't know what I mean. So I'll be blinking, looking at them, and back like, you're joking. If that's an android, then I'm going to be the next world champ at Hercule's next tournament. Yes, I was making a joke there. He's like, I'm serious, can you feel her key? And of course she's just looking back and forth at us listening. And so my dude actually tries to censor. It's like, no, but do I look like I'm in any condition to be accurate at the moment? So he's like, she's an android, trust me. She just was lucky enough to remember more of life before the programming. And of course we keep walking and she's following us. So, while we're walking, I finally sense Vegeta. It's like, well, he here's somewhere is Vegeta, but where? And of course, 49's like, with him, anywhere is an option. And my dude responds like, ain't that the truth? And all of a sudden, we will see Xeno Vegeta and Super Saiyan 4 in the air with Zycor. And my dude's like, crap, Zycor. And he gets the heck out of the open. Because, again, I don't look broken today. And 49's like, or just fly up and tell him, I'll be taking your place while you rest. And I'm like, not with Zycor there. I gotta get to the waterfall. And of course, barely staying upright, my dude runs off. Again, I'm gonna speed this up by flying. So he shakes his head and walks over with Ray. I should probably pay attention where I'm flying. I know, I love this waterfall spot. I get to it a lot. Don't ask. Anyway, he's 49's obviously following. He's like, you really need to stop straining your body before it kills you. And I'll be like, please tell me they didn't follow. And he'll be like, haven't checked. It's like, if they do, kill me, because one of them bound to. And of course, my dude will just lay down waiting for him. Because he expects him. He's like, I doubt one of them would kill you. And he'll sit down with Ray. It's like, so how did you get your butt kicked so badly this time? It's like, the Time Bro, Kid Boos all combined their attack to a nuclear bomb of an attack while I was trying to hold it back, while the Time Bro coolers were taking turns death beaming through the body. So yes, my dude's actually full of holes right now. It's like, I see, so you're not allowed to go alone anymore. It's like, I had it handled. The mission was done and I'm still alive, am I not? Sorry, I was having a sip of coffee. And he'll be like, barely. It's like, I'll live, been through worse. And of course, my dude's slowly dozing off. Passing out in a way. And then he's like, then rest, we aren't going anywhere. And of course, for a while, my dude rests. They're gonna be sitting there, just. And of course, my dude wakes up, and he's a bit paler, because, again, he's got quite a kind of bleeding pretty badly out of him. And 49's like, you somehow look worse than you did beforehand. And my dude will just be like, I'm fine, just need to change bandages. So let's put some bandages on. Where's the bandages? Or at least the mummy outfit. That's close as I'm getting to bandages. If I passed it, I am sorry. Oh, wait, there it is. Anyway, there you go. Bandages. Anyway, he'll be like, Ray can help. She has medical training and experience from our old days. So I got blood-soaked bandages that are kind of leaking a bit because, again, they haven't been changed in a while. It's like, thank God Zycor and Vegeta not seeing this. And she'll walk over. It's like, easy there. Let me see. And obviously, I have a lot of holes from the death beams. And it's like, as said, they took turns, but I'll live. So she pops the capsule open and is like, now sit still, it might sting a little. So my dude's sitting still best he can. He's like, by the way, name's Draka if you haven't guessed already. It's like, nice to meet you. And smiles, putting rubbing alcohol on the bandages and so on. It's like, as you've heard, I'm Ray, which is like, my real name, like 49's, is Jack, but he don't use it. It's like, it's Jack? Huh, never heard that till now. Oh, nice to meet you as well, Ray. Forgive me for seeing me like a coward, but Zyker kind of trumps me in power. And he would snap me in half if needed to. Vegeta's gonna give me heck for this for sure later. So she smiles, like, it's fine. I'm sure you can get stronger in time. I'm sure my brother wouldn't mind helping. I know he gets tired of being the bodyguard to some rich all the time. She carefully and she'll finish the bandages carefully and hand me a few pills to help with the pain if you want. Basically just like Tylenols or something like that, I would assume. He's like, thanks. Hey, wait. What's that say about me? I'm probably about as rich as Hercule, if not richer. Not that I care, really. And of course she'll reply, he means the boring ones where the only real issue is their stupidity when dealing with people. Who want to hurt them, you know, most regular humans. It's like, ah. It's like, yeah. And she'll nod. She's like, now take it easy and let these heal properly. If you want to be stubborn, at least take my brother with you. It's like, no promises, but we'll see. And of course, she'll be like, I mean, it's up to you. And she'll just stand up and, you know, yeah. And of course, my dude will be thinking to himself, I like this one. So 49 looks at me and is like, what was that? So my dude just quickly responds with, nothing, just thinking to myself. And he's like, you sure you're gonna survive there, Mr. Swiss Cheese? Yes, he called me Swiss Cheese. It's like, oh, hush you, of course I will. And of course he'll just chuckle like, shame, I was hoping for a little scrap today. Work's been really boring lately. It's like, you could have scrapped still, you know. I just can't be seen by Zycor because he would break me on sight. It's like, that was the reason I was looking for Vegeta to begin with, before you ran away like a schoolgirl saying her crush. It's like, I'd rather not be snapped in half by Zycor, thank you. He's not as nice as Vegeta. Vegeta would just give me an earful and maybe a punch to the gut. Zycor would snap me in half. And then, of course, he's like, that I would have had my scrap. You've got medical attention from my sister. It's like, we can whenever now. As long as I make it back to Earth before it's too late to crash at Goku's night, for a night since I had to nap here. So 49's like, I mean, my sister has a place in Kanton you can sleep if you need. I spent the extra to get her pretty much a mini mansion. Yeah, apparently this woman lives in a mini mansion here in Kanto. Go figure, right? Anyway, I'll just be like, thanks, but I couldn't do that. I couldn't intrude. I'm fine in the wilderness with my sleeping bag. So, she obviously looks at me like, you wouldn't be intruding. He's not joking. I live alone in a house made for a family of like 16 people. So, I'm just here, you know, and I'm just like, I don't know. So, she's like, serious, it's no issue. And of course, she's smiling. He's like, see? She wouldn't care. So I'm just like, how much is rent? And of course, he'll be like, you don't need to worry about rent. It's like, And of course, I'm just staring at him like, I can't just freeload, come on. So she looks at me and just sighs like, rent is about 400, but it's not an issue. It's like, I'll make it simple. Let me cook dinner now and then, and it's a deal. She's like, fine, deal. So he'll be like, good. Where is this place? And I have to wait till tomorrow. Goku wants me to crash at his place tonight. So she's just like, then I'll show you tomorrow then. Fair? So my dude kind of stretches and has a painful little crack. You know how, back or something cracks and it's a little painful at first? Something like that. It's like, deal. So she's like, okay, good. And he's 49 will stretch and it's like, you just made her day. She loves helping people. It's like, glad to help. And of course, my dude kind of spits a little more blood out because, again, filled with holes. Swiss cheese, after all. And it's just like, God, that tastes awful. And of course, she'll be like, you need to rest a lot if you're still spitting blood. And you could have internal bleeding or severe injuries. It's like, well, you saw how many holes I'm filled with yourself. And of course, I'll look at her. It's like, that's true, but you need to get some serious rest or medical attention. It's like, no, I ain't doing that hospital crap again after the last time. So she's glaring, and 49 just sighs and throws me a small bag, like, here, this will help. It's like, last time I went, they kept me drugged for I don't know how long. It's like, open the bag, Swiss cheese. It's like, I'm not... Screw it. So I open the bag, and he'll be like, that's a senzu I always carry on me. I have a small stash at home I keep in case of emergency, so pat yourself up before you bleed to death. So unamused, my dude's like, I'm not going to bleed to death. And he'll just be like, eat the bean. So my dude rolls his eyes and he eats it. And Ray, of course, is just smiling like, see, you can be caring when you want to be. And of course, she's talking to our lovely 49. He just sighs and he's like, shut up. So my dude responds to him like, you act like I was dying. Besides, it made your sister's work patching me up for nothing because there's no more holes. I just keep them on for now so they at least are used. So Ray goes on to say, I'd rather have wasted a few bandages than it get worse. And of course, 49's just chuckling over there like, she's as stubborn as I am. And of course, I'm just looking at him, and I make the response of, sweeter times if I had to guess too. And of course, he just responds with, that's 100% true, she definitely is sweeter than I am. And I'll just be like, cuter too. I know, bad joke. And of course, that makes her blush a little, and she'll be like, thank you. And of course, he'll just shake his head, sighing like, stay out of trouble. And I'll just tell him, no promise. Keep in mind, we tend to find trouble in this line of work. Which, let's be honest, as a time patroller, that is a true fact. So he's like, that's fair. It's more exciting to walk around with some airhead pop star who is only famous because of the guys that they all want them. Yeah. So I just respond like, oh, been having those kind, huh? Try being with Hercule. He's like, at least he's entertaining at times. And I'm just like, true. And he can hold a conversation. Because let's be honest, Hercule could at least hold a conversation compared to most. And that's a joke. I'm not saying celebrities can't hold a conversation. I'm sure quite a few can. But we're making it funny here, so yeah. It's a bad funny, but it's a funny. Anyway, he's like, yeah, I've done a few jobs as a guard for him once in a while, but most of it's magicians and the internet rich and famous. It's like, oof. Surprised Zycor and Vegeta haven't showed up to make sure I'm not secretly training. So he's like, I'm sure they're busy as is. It's like, that's a hope. I gotta get back. Goku will be waiting for me given I've been gone all day. So 49's like, that's probably best so I can get Ray home anyway. It's like, alright, see y'all tomorrow. And I just look at her like, see you tomorrow, thanks for the patch up. So she smiles and nods like, of course, happy to help, I'll see you tomorrow. And I'll just be like, stay sweet, and of course I'll head back to Goku's. So Goku would be asleep with 18, and Emma would just, notice me coming. She'd be like, geez, what took you so long at Castle Corp? It's nearly 12. And she'll rub Shadow's head. And I'll just be like, I was getting ice cream. Anyway, good night, and I'll head to the couch to lay down. And Emma will be like, yeah, right. And put the cat above the couch. And she'll be walking to bed in her room. So I'll pet the cat a little bit, before falling asleep. And I pretty much end up sleeping most of the night into the morning. And Emma, of course, will be brushing her teeth. The cat will be asleep on my chest. And my scouter starts going off. Because the comms is going off. And I'm out cold still. Like, my dude is out. So Emma walks over and she starts, giving me a little shake. And it's like, I just look at her like, what? And then she'll be like, your scatter's been going off for 5 minutes ago. It's like, oh. And I'll just put it on, and I'll hit the comms like, Draka speaking. Still half asleep, obviously. So Supreme Kai's like, Draka, commit to the time desk. Fu caused another time riff again. And of course, being half asleep, my dude's just like, dang it, Fu. I'll be right there, boss. And I'll just end the comms and slowly sit up. Like, you wouldn't happen to have any coffee made, would you? Duty calls. So Emma holds up some coffee for me. And it's like, Dad told me to make some since you always have coffee. Good old Goku. So my dude just chuckles, pretty much, more or less, and he's just like, your dad knows me well. I hope Zycor didn't tell the boss I was full of holes yesterday. So I'm sipping the coffee and ripping the bandages off, with them having dry blood spots for them, where they were just applied before I ate the senzu. And of course Emma's like, geez, didn't you ask for a senzu bean? It's like, I'm fine. Only reason I healed up is 49 made me take one. Because I refused to go to the hospital, and he kept saying I would bleed out. So Emma's like, you look like you were yesterday, but you look decent. How your first night finally sleeping in? It's like, it's not my first, but it has been probably about a year or so. It was fine, thank you. Don't tell your dad, though. He don't need to know I was in Kanton trying to train, but I didn't. I went because I was supposed to train with Vegeta for putting him off for 2 months as it is. Zycor stopped me though and threatened to break me if I didn't take the day to rest. So not knowing who that is, Emma's just like, who's Zycor? It's just like, oh, right. It's a long story. So Emma's just like, ah. And my dude's just like, yeah, maybe one day I'll tell you. For now, best I not. So Emma's like, I'm guessing you're going out for work. It's like, I have to. Fu is causing another rift I have to go deal with. I know your dad won't be happy, but boss requested it, so... So Emma's like, I understand. Good luck. I'm just like, thanks. Finish the coffee and get my stuff on. And I was just like, yeah, I'll tell her. I did get my arm repaired though, so I wasn't fully lying. By the way, ask your dad something for me while I'm gone, will you? So Emma's just like, sure, what is it? And I'll just be like, ask him how my big guy on Vampa's doing, if he's good on supplies, would you? It's been a month or so since I've been able to go visit him, and I want to make sure he's okay. So Emma's like, oh, Broly? He's been on Earth like a month ago, as you said. And this surprises my dude, so he's like, wait, he was? Wow, I didn't know that. I have to go visit him after I handle this rift and train with Vegeta. He's mad as this. I made him like 2 months, and I'm about to get more than an earful after putting him off yesterday thanks to Psycor. And of course, Emma's like, you talk too much, you know that? I'm sure a lot of you are thinking that too. So I respond like, yep, but to be fair, I don't talk much around most people, so call yourself lucky. So Emma's like, I'm lucky enough to be the daughter of the strongest Saiyan in the universe. So my dude's like, that's true. Your dad is a legend among us patrollers as well as Vegeta. Most of us Saiyans and Compton try to be like them. Anyway, gotta go. Be back soon. And of course, my dude heads to the side nest. But I'm afraid that's where we're going to end it here, folks, for the news story. I hope you enjoyed the news story. I know it's starting a bit slow, but I promise it's about to pick up. And I do mean pick up. In the next episode, you get to find out what kind of rift we have, if y'all want to keep this going. Again, I am sorry for the end of the other story. I know it left on a cliffhanger of my dude dying, but he got revived like right after. And a lot happened with like Goku and them. We had like me and Goku actually did a Naruto thing. I might as well tell you guys about that. A couple times one time we trained in the time chamber, and another when we fought at the world tournament, we actually clashed attacks and like more or less Naruto and Sasuke and blasted our arms off. Of course, Senzu Beans fixed that real quick. But yeah. And we get again, sorry the original story is ended. I hope you guys enjoyed the new story though. It's more or less a restart, so sadly I'm just gonna spoil this right now. I'm not gonna be at the Spring Kai, sadly. So Seiyu and all the others will not come to be. But I hope you guys enjoy the new story nonetheless. And I will be sure to continue this if you guys want to see more of this still. Just let me know. Hit the like button. Let me know in the comments if you want to hear more of the new story. I could probably finish the other story, but as said, the ending, even though there's a long way to go before we ever get to that, but again, it's not the best stopping point, but if you guys want to hear the rest, I will happily do my best to get the rest for you. And let you know, like what happened to Demon War, how Seiyu and them came to be, so on. So if you want to hear the rest of it, let me know. And until next time, guys, stay safe out there. God bless you all, and I hope I see you all soon. Let me get here. Peace.